Hi Pisces, welcome to Carol's Universe Tarot Readings from the heart. Thanks ever so much for joining me on your reading. So, just to let you know a couple of changes to the reading, to how I do the readings now. I don't do monthly readings at the moment. I'm trying out the mid-month, the bi-weekly reading. So from the 1st to the 15th of the month you get a Gypsy Tarot Love Spread, and you'll also get a Celtic Cross reading, okay? Let's put this down a little bit. You'll also get a Celtic Cross reading as well, okay? General Celtic Cross. And that's for the 1st to 15th of the month. Then from the 16th to the end of the month, you'll get another Gypsy Tarot Love Spread and also a Celtic Cross, alright? The Celtic Crosses can show up anything. Also on the Celtic Crosses, you'll only see me now on the video because I haven't been really connecting with the audience of late, and I'd like to connect a little bit more. I'm recording from a different background today because I'm staying over at my sister's house. I've been here on the weekend and stuff. So, yeah, I'm recording from the living room at the moment. Usually it would be from my own apartment, but I'm not there at the moment, so that's why the background's slightly different. So, for this reading, guys, I'm using the Rider-Waite tarot deck. You can see there. Excuse me. And I forgot when I came to my sister's. Excuse me. I forgot when I came to my sister's to carry my angel answers. So instead, oh, I can't even find the box now. I don't know where it is. There it is. Pardon my popcorn on there. Mystic Tarot cards that I'm using for excuse me, that I'm using for the advice cards, okay? So, Universe Spirit, show me. Excuse me. I've got this cough. Show me what's coming in for the zodiac sign of Pisces. Show me Pisces. What's coming in for Pisces, Sun, Moon and Rising signs? Pisces, Sun, Moon and Rising signs. Pisces, Sun, Moon and Rising signs for the first 2 weeks of September 2015. What's coming in for Pisces, Sun, Moon and Rising signs? Pisces, Sun, Moon and Rising signs. Pisces, Sun, Moon and Rising signs for the first 2 weeks of September 2017. Show me. Excuse me. Let's split the deck into 3. Collect it back up. And what we're going to do, we're going to start laying the cards out. Right, so there's some new opportunities around you. It's nice energy so far showing up. Alright, so you guys are strength. This is you guys here. Now, the strength card is all about overcoming obstacles, but it's also about having the strength and the resilience to hold back a little bit on a situation. So, this card can show up when you are hurting over something and you need the confidence to get through it, so you need to kind of hold on to those emotions. The lion is often the passion in the card. It's the ego, and sometimes this is holding a little bit back on your ego and just allowing yourself to be still with the strength card. And I feel that you guys are exhibiting some very strong energies about yourself at the moment. I think that you recognise your own strengths because you are the strength card here. This is you guys here. I think that you might be suppressing something that you'd like to do potentially, Pisces, but I think that you're allowing your confidence to overcome going for something here with this strength energy. I think that you are sitting in your confidence and in your inner beliefs, because the strength card means to have an inner belief on a situation. When you get the strength card, it's about not allowing your passions to rule you and allowing yourself to rule your passions. And you are strength here. You're holding on to whatever this lion is within you. You're holding it very, very strongly, and that's how you're exhibiting your strength. I think that you're very strong at the moment, and I feel that you're standing in that strength and in that self-belief and in that need to either restrain on a situation or, you know, maybe there's a need for some form of resilience here. The root issue is about the Queen of Cups. So the Queen of Cups can be Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. So this is probably you. So the root issue is something to do with your emotional intuition. emotional balance, your compassion. When you get the Queen of Cups, queens are researchers within the tarot, so they would often research via their particular suit what needs to be done. They'll pass the evidence over to the king, and the king will go out there and he'll exhibit it, he'll act on it, because they're doers. So all queens, in terms of, I suppose, a more energy level card, this is about taking what you know on an emotional level and sitting with it and using your intuition as that Queen of Cups to make some form of a decision on a situation that you're involved in. But it's coming from an emotional perspective. So the root issue is the Queen of Cups here, and this is all about emotional balance when you get the Queen of Cups. All about emotional introspection is the root issue for you, and this is you guys here because you're Pisces, so we can read the Queen of Cups as you because it's a water energy, and this is all about your emotions and also what you feel is true and right in terms of what your feelings are. So the root issue is probably about your feelings and how you're feeling on a situation with this Queen of Cups energy. In the recent past, some of you guys have experienced the Lovers, so this is a love situation, this is a partnership. This is a situation about joint feelings, connections to another individual. It might be around a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces male. You've got a male or female. You've got a King of Cups showing up here, Pisces. So it might be around an individual that, you know, recent past you've got the Lovers here. And the influences are showing as a King of Cups. Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer for you, Pisces individuals. So it might be a fellow water sign around you, which is why the focus might be on taking an opportunity with this individual, because the Fool card is all about taking an opportunity, taking a risk, a fresh start. Some of you guys, you're the strength here, alright, and that's why the focus is on. So you guys are showing some form of resilience here, maybe a little bit of restraint. This is all about what your obstacles are, how you overcome those obstacles, and you're standing in your power here as the strength card, Pisces. It's factoring through to the focus being for the first 2 months. The energies around you are about a new opportunity, taking a risk, fresh start with that Fool energy. It's based on what your feelings are. So the fresh start is to do with feelings, but the Queen of Cups as a feeling card is often to do with joint feelings. So it might be it's taking a risk on someone that you share some form of emotional connection to. You have experienced the Lover's energy here, Pisces, and this speaks about love, this speaks about caring, this speaks about having a soul connection, possibly even a soulmate with that Lover's energy, in which you guys, with this King of Cups being the influence, this might be the person around you that's doing this, and that's why the focus is on taking that risk and that new opportunity with the Fool energy. The most likely outcome will be the Queen of Pentacles, and that Queen of Pentacles can often refer to the need to do a lot of self-evaluation. So I'm not reading this as another person, could be, but the Queen of Pentacles is about, well, you know, I might want to take an opportunity based on my feelings, based on me and this person's joint feelings with that Queen of Cups energy, but your mind, this is the conscious area, this is your crowning thoughts, or the most likely outcome is with this Queen of Pentacles. I think it's going to be a case of needing to, because when you get the Queen of Pentacles, and this is kind of like a little bit of a love reading in a way, I guess, the Queen of Pentacles is all about, well, what is your value as an individual? What is the value that you see in this situation? She holds a pentacle, and wherever that pentacle is with the Queen of Pentacles, she often says, well, what's the value in this? So this isn't just looking at this situation for you guys on a lovey-dovey, in a lovey-dovey way, in a highly emotional way. There's also some practicality that comes into it, and there is the need for some rational and practical thought processes that go into this. Is this thing going to serve me in the long run? Is it going to be the right thing to do? You know, does this thing have the potential to go the long haul? What is the potential? What is the resource? What is the, you know, what is the pure potential? This Ace of Pentacles would say. You're looking at potentially commitment as well with the Queen of Pentacles, but the Queen of Pentacles, she shows up because it says to us, well, how do you value the situation? What are you looking at in terms of what value this situation can bring to you? In the immediate future, guys, you've got this Three of Wands showing up, Pisces. So the Three of Wands is all about looking to the future. So some of you guys are going to be looking to the future of this situation, in which what you'll experience the Star. So I feel that this is more about clarity with the Star energy showing up here. Okay, this can be, if you're looking to the future, in the immediate future, what you'll experience coming in, I feel, with this star card is, it's about hopes and expectations. Yes, the star card is. It's also about wishes coming true, but it's also about the need to cleanse, because I do feel that as a result of that Queen of Pentacles energy being your crowning thought stroke most likely outcome, this is about you guys looking at what the resources are, what is the practicality of this situation, what value does it give to you. And it might be that coming in, what you'll experience is the star, and the star is, well, you know, I finally made my mind upon this. Finally, I have some form of clarity in this situation. Hang on a minute. Your fears will be, hang on, no, I've done this wrong. I do apologise. Let me start again. Right, no, I do apologise. I looked at the wrong card. You are actually not strength. You're the Knight of Swords. I'm so sorry, guys. We've done 10 minutes of this reading, and I need to change it up a little bit. You're the Knight of Swords here, so you are in pursuit of something here. What you're in pursuit of is taking a risk, fresh start, new goal. It is based on emotional feelings. You've got the Queen of Cups, possibly shared connection with another individual. You have experienced the Lovers, a deep connection with this individual lately. In the recent past, it's showing as a King of Cups, could be a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces individual, a fellow water sign, male, female, or somebody who's showing you a lot of unconditional love, which is why you're looking to pursue this new goal, this fresh start with the Fool energy. The most likely outcome, Pisces, will be the Queen of Pentacles. This is you guys looking, I feel, with this Queen of Pentacles energy at this situation from a very pragmatic point of view. An experience coming in the Three of Wands, looking into the distance, looking at the future of the situation, in which what you'll experience is strength. And this is the strength to hold back, and I feel resist in a way with the strength energy. Because your hopes would be that you'd get your wish. This is something that you guys want, but for some reason there's the need coming in, because you're looking at the future, Three of Wands, there is the need to resist maybe this opportunity here. You want to go for it because you're the Knight of Swords, and whenever you're the Knight of Swords, you're determined and you're excited and you really want to go for something, and that's factoring through to the focus for the first 2 weeks of September, Pisces. For you guys, the focus is around a new opportunity, a fresh start, taking a risk, all of those things that comes up with the Fool energy. It's based on your feelings, Queen of Cups, a shared energy. The Lovers is showing up next. Lovers is about a shared soul connection with another. The Queen of Cups is the influence. So this is a water sign, male or female, or somebody who's very kind, very loving, shows you unconditional love. But you guys, the most likely outcome is you're looking at what the practicalities are of this relationship with that Queen of Pentacles energy. Queen of Pentacles would look at a situation and she would say, how does this best serve me in the long run? Not on an emotional level, but on a practical level. Living together, for example. Sharing each other's lives. Not just romance. It's not all emotional energy showing here. It's literally saying, does this serve me in the way it should serve me, with the Queen of Pentacles, because she uses a lot of common sense. So the most likely outcome so far is showing as you guys using your common sense in this situation. The Three of Wands is about looking to the future. You guys are going to be looking to the future here, alright? So you're looking towards, well, what is the future of this situation with this individual, in which I believe the strength card suggests that you guys experience strength. So strength can mean that you experience a bond with this individual, but strength can also mean that you resist the individual as well, or you resist the situation, you resist the temptation to go for whatever this situation is with the Fool. And the outcome shows you'll experience the King of Swords, and the King of Swords represents emotional detachment when it comes to love. When it comes to love and relationship, this person makes a head over a heart decision, especially as you've got strength coming in as well, alright, as your influence is coming in, alright, and because your hopes are the star, you want something to turn out right, you want wishes to be fulfilled, but from strength being the influence is coming in, the strength card shows up as the need to hold back a little bit on a situation, and the outcome is showing the King of Swords, using your head over your heart. Let's have a look at if we can kind of blow up this reading a little bit and see what it's about. So I want to see why you guys are the Knight of Swords. Why is Pisces the Knight of Swords? Why are Pisces showing as the Knight of Swords? Why are Pisces showing as the Knight of Swords? Show me. Well, because of the Seven of Pentacles. So the Seven of Pentacles means an investment that you've made bringing about rewards. So I feel that you're pursuing something because of the Seven of Pentacles. Seven of Pentacles might be that you've waited, because sometimes this is waiting for the harvest to come in, but the harvest is already here from what I can see on this card. And I feel that you are pursuing something because the Seven of Pentacles kind of says to you, well, this is something I've already invested in. This is something that I can see has grown. This is something that I can see has, brought through some form of rewards that you've had, which is what the Seven of Pentacles is. So I feel that you guys are pursuing something that you've already worked on, Pisces. So this thing has already grown. It's already bore some form of fruit for you. The root issue is the Queen of Cups. And let's have a look at why the root issue is the Queen of Cups. Why is the root issue the Queen of Cups? Why is the root issue the Queen of Cups for Pisces? Show me. Because of the Eight of Wands. And I think that this is to do with feelings. So the Queen of Cups is all about our feelings and how we feel on an emotional level about a situation. But that's because of the Eight of Wands. And I feel that this is either something to do with communication, it's something to do with changes, it's something to do with growth, perhaps. It's showing that the root issue is about your feelings. Maybe there's a shared connection with another individual. It could be maybe through communication with the Eight of Wands. It may be that your feelings with this Queen of Cups, well, why is it that the root issue is your feelings? Maybe they've accelerated with the Eight of Wands energy showing here, in which what you have is the Lovers, is what you guys may have experienced in the recent past. Why has Pisces experienced the Lovers in the recent past? Show me. Well, there you go. It's lovely. Because of the Nine of Cups. So you've experienced a soul connection with another individual. Why is that? Wishes coming true with this individual. Feeling complete. Feeling a sense of emotional stability. Feeling fun. Feeling happiness. Feeling rather smug. Feeling just really good about this connection that you guys have together. It's like a wish coming true for you. And therefore, we've got the influences being the King of Cups. Why are the influences the King of Cups for Pisces? Why are the influences the King of Cups for Pisces? Show me. Because of the Four of Swords. Well, this is, we're asking why the influence is the King of Cups around this situation, and it's because of the Four of Swords. And the King of Cups is, as I've said, a water sign. It's somebody who is emotionally responsible, somebody who shows unconditional love, but that's because of the Four of Swords. I don't know whether this person brings you peace. I don't know whether this person, there's been a truce. Four of Swords means a truce on a situation, okay? So maybe this person's showing up because there's been some form of a truce with this Four of Swords on a situation here, which is why your focus for the first 2 weeks in September, Pisces, will be the Fool energy. Why is the Fool energy showing up as the influences, as the energy around Pisces? Why is the Fool showing up as the energy around Pisces in the first 2 weeks of September? Well, because of the Ace of Swords. So I feel the influences around you are about taking a risk, a fresh start. It's because of the Ace of Swords. You guys have had some victory. It might be in communication, for example. Ace of Swords means communication, but you've had some form of a mental breakthrough, a communicative breakthrough with an individual, potentially. We've got the root energy off this as well, being your feelings. A shared connection usually is the Queen of Cups in terms of relationships and love, but that's based on the premise of the Eight of Wands, and that could be communication here, heightened feelings, in which the focus will be on maybe taking a leap of faith based on clarity of thought, based on clarity of the situation, based on some form of communication. The most likely outcome will be the Queen of Pentacles as the most likely outcome. Why is the Queen of Pentacles the most likely outcome for Pisces? Why is the Queen of Pentacles the most likely outcome for Pisces? Show me. There you go, because of the Knight of Cups. So I feel that you guys will be looking at this situation with the Queen of Pentacles from a very pragmatic point of view. Queen of Pentacles could be, yeah, you're settled down, you're feeling secure, but I think it's too early to say that. I think that this is more about looking at the situation pragmatically because of the Knight of Cups. Now, this is your energy, the Knight of Cups, but it could be, especially if it's another water sign, their energy. And the Knight of Cups, believe it or not, Pisces, is not the best card in the tarot for love. If you look here, we've got a Queen, and then we've got it based on the Knight of Cups energy. So when you get a Knight of Cups, this is a dreamer. This is somebody who follows their heart. Alright, for some of you guys it might be that what you're doing is that you're looking at the situation from a very practical and pragmatic point of view, because with this Knight of Cups energy, what you want to really do is follow your heart. So what you're trying to do is resist following your heart and look at the situation in the most common sense light. That could be one area of explanation of these cards. It could also be that you're looking at the situation from a very common sense, practical point of view, because this person, whoever this Knight of Cups, this King of Cups is actually a Knight of Cups. And if they're a Knight of Cups, then they're no good, because the Knight of Cups, I'm sorry, but they're not. I've seen many Knight of Cups show up in readings, and what Knight of Cups as a standalone card tends to do, it gets really excited. The problem with the Knight of Cups is they often look at love in terms of perfection. So the Knight of Cups is somebody who would look at love in terms of a dream, like it's some form of movie screen. You know, it's a movie. You know, guy gets the girl and they live happily ever after. But what the Knight of Cups hates is responsibility. And the Knight of Cups actually hates having to deal with a flaw. So, for example, I'll give you an example. If the Knight of Cups gets involved with a woman, for example, say it's a male and it gets involved with a woman, and then they have children, and it sees that the woman's body is no longer perfect, the Knight of Cups goes looking for love elsewhere. Many a time, because the Knight of Cups finds it difficult to maintain love, because for the Knight of Cups often love is based on beauty, or it's based on perfection. Knight of Cups loves perfection, hates ugliness. That's the thing with the Knight of Cups. And for some of you guys, it might be that what you're doing with this Queen of Pentacles energy is looking at the situation from a very down-to-earth and pragmatic and common sense point of view, either because you want to follow your heart in this situation, because you are Pisces, Knight of Cups is a Pisces card, or because this person represents somebody who is less than perfect, and somebody who is a dreamer, and somebody who wants to tie you into the dream, but how long will the dream last for, dependent on what it is that they are giving to the relationship. The immediate future shows the Three of Wands. So why is the Three of Wands showing up in the immediate future for Pisces? Why is the Three of Wands showing up in the immediate future for Pisces? Show me. Well, because of the Devil. So I think that you're looking to the future because what you see is burdens within this relationship. For some of you guys with the Devil card, it will be burdens, Pisces. Some of you guys, it will be that this relationship is unhealthy, because the Devil card represents toxic relationships. It represents unhealthy relationships. It represents codependency in relationships. It could be that this person is a devil, for example. So this person might have a hold over you. This person might not be the best person to be with, especially with that Knight of Cups sitting there. If you're looking at the situation from a very pragmatic point of view, Pisces, as that Queen of Pentacles energy, because this person, as the Knight of Cups, is in love with the idea of love, but when it comes to the follow-through, they tend to shrivel up and go looking elsewhere, because they always need the honeymoon period, or they always need perfection. And when things no longer seem perfect, or they seem too hard to actually maintain, Knight of Cups tends to run for the hills. And that's why it might be that also in the immediate future, you guys are looking to the future. Why are you doing that? Because of the Devil. And the Devil would suggest that there is something tarnished about this situation. There's something that you might have been through before within this situation that says, you know what, this situation has been toxic. It's been riddled with problems. It's been riddled with issues in the relationship. This person might have a hold on me. This person might be abusive, for example, with that Devil energy showing there. Devils can show as abusers in relationships. This person might have addiction issues, for example. All sorts of things comes up with the Devil, but you're certainly, Pisces, I feel, looking to the future because of a very kind of difficult situation with that Devil card. It's either that the person's a devil or the situation is quite bleak, or it has been quite bleak. What will come in, you'll experience is strength. And why will Pisces experience strength coming in? Why will Pisces experience strength coming in? Show me. Because of the Hanged Man. So I feel that you guys will hold back here, and you're the Hanged Man as well. So Pisces will be Hanged Man is a Pisces card. That's your major card. I think that you're going to hold back with the Strength card on this situation. So I think that you're going to go into resistance mode over it. And that's because of the Hanged Man. And the Hanged Man to me says that you guys have come to a place of spiritual enlightenment over whoever this individual is, or over whoever this person is, okay, whatever the situation is. The Hanged Man is like strength. It recognises the need to hold back, relax, and to evaluate a situation. This is the card of martyrdom and sacrifice. So it might be that some of you guys are holding back with the Strength card because there is the need with this Hanged Man to sacrifice your dreams, your wishes, your desires because of your own spiritual enlightenment, because that's what the Hanged Man is. He's got this little halo around his head, and he is the martyr. He is the, you know, the hanging Jesus on the cross, but it's in the reverse he is, unfortunately. So, you know, this is the type, but you look at this person here, and he's got one leg behind his foot, and he's got his hand behind his back. So he's not struggling here. There's no need to struggle. So I feel that you're holding back because of the Hanged Man. It's almost like there is a sense of relaxation in thought and meditation. Some of you guys might hold back because you need time to meditate on the situation, to think about it, to evaluate it, look at it from another perspective. Some of you guys might hold back because there's a sense of spiritual enlightenment that's come to you around this situation. Might also be for some of you guys your hands are tied elsewhere, potentially. Your hopes would be the Star. Why are Pisces hopes the Star? Why are Pisces hopes the Star? Show me. Well, there you go. Your hopes would be the Star. Have your wish fulfilled. What is that wish? Ten of Cups, being with this individual, being happy, being fulfilled, having the most happiness, having a happy ever after with that Ten of Cups energy. But the outcome is the King of Swords. And let's have a look at why the outcome is the King of Swords. Why is the outcome the King of Swords for Pisces? Why is the outcome the King of Swords for Pisces? Show me. Well, because of the Four of Wands. Well, that's interesting. So the outcome is the King of Swords, and this is about clarity of thought and acting on clarity of thought. And it might be that some of you guys decide to go for something here. Four of Wands is not in the reverse, so it doesn't show any instability in this relationship as such. But it might be the King of Swords showing as the outcome card. It might be, if that Hanged Man is your hands are tied, it might be that you decide to stay with an Aquarius, Gemini, Libra because of the King, because of the Four of Wands energy. Maybe you've got happiness with somebody else, but it could be, if this is your energy, the King of Wands, King of Swords would do something based on logic. So it might be the outcome is that you decide to make a decision based on what you feel the logic should be. What's the right thing to do? Well, it'd be based on the Four of Wands concept, and that is the family. So maybe you decide to make a decision on a logical basis concerning this situation because of the Four of Wands. Maybe you always felt that you were happy with this individual, and you decide with the King of Swords. It's interesting. We're going to get what that Four of Wands is, because sometimes King of Swords can mean to be emotionally detached, and sometimes it can mean to make a decision based on rationale and logic, like the Queen of Wands is. But we're going to see. Why is the Four? What are you trying to tell us about the Four of Wands in the outcome? You say that the outcome for Pisces is the King of Swords because of the Four of Wands. What is it about that Four of Wands? Show me. Well, it's nice energy because of the Page of Cups. And the Four of Wands is about a happy relationship, but it's based on the Page of Cups energy. And the Page of Cups energy is rooted in dreams, dreaminess, fantasies. I feel that you guys don't decide to do something here, because for me the Page of Cups is a very weak energy. Alright, it's not mature. It's not mature love. It's based on the idea of fantasy and the idea of dream-like. There are dreamers in the tarot. Queen of Cups can be a dreamer, Knight of Cups is certainly a dreamer, and Page of Cups for sure is a dreamer. So, because of the Four of Wands, you guys, I feel, decide to emotionally detach. You make a decision based on what your logic tells you, and that is, it could be that this Four of Wands, happiness, the overall happiness of the relationship, why do you decide to emotionally detach with that King of Swords? It's a sword energy. So swords don't really speak about emotional investment. They speak about either detachment from love, or they can speak about clear thinking about love. And I feel that you're clearly thinking here with this King of Swords as your energy in the outcome, because of the relationship, the Four of Wands, this happiness. Well, what's this happiness based on? What's it about the Page of Cups energy? And the Page of Cups energy is weak. The Page of Cups energy speaks of speaks of dreaminess and niceties and, you know, sweet feelings and lovely communication, but it's not grounded enough. I want to see what it is about this Page of Cups that you guys are not. I don't think you're particularly invested in this. I don't think that you feel it's as that this is a stable situation for you. What do you mean by the Page of Cups? What are you trying to tell us? You said that the outcome would be the King of Swords for Pisces because of the Four of Wands and the Page of Cups. What are you trying to tell us about this Page of Cups? Show me. Well, it's judgment, because of judgment. So I would read this probably as emotional detachment, because I see the King of Swords as somebody who sits within his logic. So it's not about... for some of you guys, it might be needing to make head and heart decisions with this King of Swords as the outcome. Alright? Possibly because the Four of Wands, this is the happy relationship here. Alright? But that's come around because of the Page of Cups. Page of Cups is nice communication. What's that communication based on? Judgment. Possibly talking, communicating, getting things out in the air. It might be that there is a need to make some head or heart decisions here. But for some of you guys, it might be that you emotionally detach because of the Four of Wands, the relationship, the nice relationship. But what's the nice relationship based on? Immature energy is usually the Page of Cups. Dreaminess. Why is that immature energy? What is it trying to tell us about that? Well, it's trying to tell us that this is a judgment, that's based on the idea of judgment. Okay, so it's interesting that if you're emotionally detaching, Pisces, with that King of Swords, then it's because of this relationship, the Four of Wands, that might be slightly immature with the Page of Cups and needs some form of a solid, mature judgment made on it. Alright, I'm reading this as in the outcome. If it's based on head or heart decisions maybe needing to be made with this King of Swords energy, then it might be the head or heart decisions are based on, well, happiness that you had in the relationship. But it's because of the Page of Cups, nice, sweet, lovely messages, because of judgment. Okay, and judgment represents release. It's the feel-good factor, that type of thing. Alright, judgment, and, you know, when you get judgment, these are things that are coming back from the past and things like that. But I get the impression that it's either that you guys are emotionally detaching from a situation, or you're making a very, you're making a very big judgment on this situation here. And that Page of Cups concerns me in any outcome, because the Page of Cups are weak energy as far as I'm concerned. Page of Cups, Knight of Cups, they're not great, especially when you get them with wand cards. And, you know, judgment is nice. I'm going to ask what this judgment is about. What is this judgment about? What is this judgment about? What are you trying to tell us about judgment? Well, there you go, Ten of Wands. It's because of the Ten of Wands. So I do feel that you guys are, most of you will probably emotionally detach from this situation, Pisces, because it's based on, the reason that you're emotionally detaching is because, yeah, this is a nice relationship. You had some happy times with this energy here, but that happiness was based on the Page of Cups, and that's immature energy. It doesn't really show any growth. You know, Page of Cups is a lovely card, but it's an immature card. It's a childish card. And why is that? Because of judgment. And judgment represents changes. And when you know better, you do better. And maybe this judgment card is also trying to tell you that this is something about you being at a place that you can make a judgment on this situation. And why is that? Because of the Ten of Wands. You guys seem to be struggling with something here around this situation. Let's get the reading again. You guys are highly motivated. You're the Knight of Swords, so you're determined to go for something. Why is that? Because I think it's something that you invested in with that Seven of Pentacles showing there. The root energy is that you guys, Queen of Cups, your feelings is the root energy. Maybe a shared connection with another, which the Queen of Cups can be. Why is that? Because of the Eight of Wands. Maybe there's been a lot of communication between you and another individual. It could be also maybe that your feelings have grown, because the Eight of Wands shows growth, or heightened because it shows accelerated energy when you get the Eight of Wands. In the recent past, you'd have experienced the Lovers because of the Nine of Cups. So this is a good time. This is feeling that this is your soulmate, this is everything to you, this is an amazing relationship. You'd have experienced it with this person for some of you guys. And the influences around you are the King of Cups. So this is a water sign, male, female, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, or this is somebody who shows a lot of unconditional love. And why is that? Well, because of the Four of Swords. And the Four of Swords, maybe there's been a truce on a situation, maybe there's been some understanding, maybe there's been the settlement of a situation, some peace has been restored around the situation, which is why the focus for you guys will be taking a leap of faith, taking a chance, a fresh start. Why is that? Possibly because there's been some clear and present communication between you and this individual, possibly because there's a sense of mental clarity around this individual with the Ace of Swords energy showing here. However, I don't think it's mental clarity. I think it's more maybe that you've been communicating with this individual with that Ace of Swords, because if it was mental clarity, I don't think we'd have this Queen of Pentacles sitting there, and she's the person that's looking at what the practicalities of the situation are. So I think this is more about communication that you've been having with this individual, and it's making you feel, yeah, I really want to go for this. This feels like it would be good. However, the most likely outcome will be the Queen of Pentacles, and the Queen of Pentacles represents what is our self-worth and value. So in terms of love, it's all about you. And what you're doing, Pisces, is you're looking at this situation, the Eight of Pentacles, you're probably looking at committing to this situation, and you're saying, you know, well, if I commit to this, then what will this give to me? How does this grow? What is the potential for this to grow? What is the potential for this to be a really good thing between the both of us? Because Knight of Cups, you're more in line with following your heart and your dreams, but the Queen of Pentacles side of you says, well, actually, I need to look at this from a very common sense point of view. The same thing for if this is the external person showing. So if the Knight of Cups is actually this King of Cups we're looking at, some of you guys will be like, with this Queen of Pentacles, let me have a look at what the potential is. She's holding the pure potential with the Ace of Pentacles. What is the potential for growth? What is the potential for longevity within this situation? Because Knight of Cups can show somebody who's a dreamer. So if this is the King of Cups that we've just seen, it might be that you say to yourself, well, I don't know what the potential is for this relationship, because this person, they're not particularly consistent. They're consistent for a while, but they're consistent based on their emotions and not based on the responsibilities around the relationship. You guys will need to look to the future, or you'll be looking to the future with that Three of Wands. Why is that? Well, because of the Devil energy. And the Devil energy says that this, for some of you guys, is a toxic situation. It might be that this person is a devil. They might be abusive. They might be underhanded, for example, with the Devil energy here. It might be that the situation between you and this individual, when you get the Devil card, it's not nice because it shows toxic situations. It really does in the tarot. It shows two people who are going through a stage where it's difficult to let go, but it's difficult to, you know, not let go. So it's looking to the future, because this situation for me says with the Devil card, it's quite a difficult situation. You're both bound to something, but what are you bound to? You're not bound to love with the Devil card. You're bound to need or codependency, or there's an energy of, I can't let go of this person. I don't know the reason why. There's something karmic with the relationship going on here. So you're looking to the future because the situation is not great, and it probably hasn't been great in the past. What you'll experience, though, which is good, is the Strength card. And this is the ability to resist and to be resilient and to hold on to what your values are. And why is that? Because some of you guys might have gone through a period of spiritual enlightenment over this individual, and there isn't really the need to kind of pursue this because of what you've learned with this Hanged Man. It might be that you hold back because there is the need to sacrifice something here that you truly want in the what am I trying to say here? There is the need to sacrifice, I feel, with the Hanged Man. And this is you, Pisces, on the card. Hold back. Just relax on this situation for a moment, because you're doing a little bit of kind of evaluation around it, but also there is a need to kind of sit within your spiritual enlightenment, perhaps, especially with that Devil card sitting there, on what has gone before. Your hopes would be that everything worked out wonderfully. You got your wish with the Star card, because what you do want is to settle down with this individual, Ten of Cups. You want the happy ever after, Pisces. But the outcome shows as the King of Swords, and I feel that the King of Swords is saying that you are sitting within your mental power here. There's a lot of clear thinking here going on for you guys with the King of Swords. In love, this is the need to detach head from heart. And I think that you're thinking more on a head basis rather than heart basis. And that's because I feel that this relationship with that Four of Wands, or the happiness within this relationship, for some of you guys might be based on a little bit of fantasy with that Queen of Page of Cups. Why is that? Because you've probably made a judgment, and what is that judgment? That this relationship with that Ten of Wands might in the long run just be one great big burden. Okay, so I think that for the month of for the first 2 weeks in September, there are some harsh decisions that you're going to have to make. And I think for a lot of you guys, though it seems that your heart is really invested in something, in someone that really wants to be with you, and you really want to be with them, I think for you guys, Pisces, what you're doing is you're looking at the situation, you're saying, but this shit has happened before, or this shit is not right, or this situation hasn't been right. And what you're doing is you're actually taking that knowledge and you're saying, actually, that doesn't feel right to me. So what I think I'm going to do, I'm going to become that King of Swords, and I'm actually going to say, no, this isn't the right thing to do, because what I'm doing is I'm looking at the situation in terms of my feelings. But what I'm not doing is I'm not looking at the situation from the perspective of what I've experienced before. And I think that because you guys do that, it kind of sets this tone for saying, actually, I don't think this is something right to go for, that this relationship is based on a fantasy with the Page of Cups. It's based on nice energies. It's based on nice little I love yous and kisses on the cheek and nice this and nice that. But I need to make a judgment on that, because the judgment is that this will become a burden in the end. It doesn't have the potential to have long-term growth. It doesn't have longevity. Instantaneously and in the moment, the romance is nice, but moving on from that, it might be that this romance doesn't turn out or isn't able to sustain itself in the long run. Let's get what your advice cards are from the universe. So, Universe Spirit, what is your advice for Pisces? What is your advice for Pisces on this reading? What is your advice for Pisces from the Mystic Tarot? What is your advice for Pisces? Show me. Well, Three of Pentacles references the need for hard work and effort, planning, when you get this Three of Pentacles, alright? The Three of Pentacles on here, it's interesting because it references a couple that are planning something together when you get that Three of Pentacles energy here. You've got the Page of Pentacles here, and this is about making an investment. But it also represents the need to be cautious and the need to study a situation. So it could be maybe if you're planning to invest in a certain area with a partner, with a person, it might be telling you with this Page of Pentacles, this is something that you need to study. This is something that, it could be that plans will bring rewards, but it's all a financial thing when you get the Page of Pentacles. Page of Pentacles is about financial rewards. Page of Pentacles is about installments. But I feel that if we're looking maybe on a relationship, an emotional basis, I would say that plans with the Three of Pentacles will need further research maybe with that Page of Pentacles, because the Page of Pentacles is cautious, and he looks at the Pentacles and he says, what can I do with this Pentacle? It's like the Queen of Pentacles. What can I do with this particular resource that I'm going to invest with? You know, so it might be with this Three of Pentacles, it's saying that any plans that you're making with a particular person, it needs to be responsibly done with the Page of Pentacles, and it also needs some further clarity, further investigation, and further study and hard work. Okay, that's your reading, Pisces. I would like to say thanks ever so much for joining me on Carol's Universe, and I'll speak to you guys really soon. Take care.